Hey guys, it's Lizzie. So I'm at this campus ministry retreat with Pepperdine in Santa Barbara, and we have the coolest cabin ever. So here's the beds, and then there's this winding ladder thing that goes up into a loft, and I shall take you up there because it's really amazing. And so there's a little loft area, and some people are sleeping up here. I've been to so many Bible camps, and I love my Bible camp in Florida, but this is like the best cabin I've ever been in. And then there's some of my zebra print over here, and then Nicole's right here. Yeah, and there's heating, but the funniest thing ever about this cabin is there's these blinds, and they're literally paper folded over to make it look like they're actual blinds. Ooh, Macarios. I accidentally left my name tag in here, so I came back from breakfast to grab it. Breakfast was good. We had pancakes and bacon, which I couldn't eat because I'm vegetarian. Now we are having quiet time with God for 45 minutes, and I'm really excited because I love being outside in nature when I'm like having my God time. I literally never escape stairs. There's these really weird like golf things over here. I don't know why they're there. But I found a really cute place for my quiet time. I'm really excited, and the mountains are just like in the background there, if you can see, like the little blue thing. So it's super pretty. So we are going hiking right now. What kind of hike is it, Nicole?
It's a nature hike. It's a spiritual connection nature hike. So it's gonna be awesome.
And we think they already left because we're 30 minutes late, but we thought we were behind schedule, so hopefully we don't miss it because that would be sad.
If not, we'll just go on our own hike later. So either way,
and get lost if it was anything like our way driving here. How long did it take us to get here?
Like 3.5 hours, which is probably like 2 hours longer than it needed to be.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It's Lizzie. It is Sunday afternoon. I just got back from the retreat and I'm doing some unpacking, and I wanted to talk to you about how the rest of it went because I didn't really vlog for the rest of it because I was so immersed in the actual retreat, which is really good because I feel like a lot of times whenever I film and stuff, it kind of takes away from experiencing that event. So something that I've been struggling with really recently is kind of understanding how God can intervene and work in our lives and we can still have free will, and I made that whole video on my Lizzie's Answers channel called God Does Not Have a Plan for Your Life. That was kind of a step in me understanding this dilemma in my mind. But anyway, something they talked about on the first night was if you found out that the Holy Spirit was a hoax, would any part of your life change? And I was like, I don't think so. Like, I don't really know that much about the Holy Spirit because Church of Christ in East Coast doesn't talk about the Holy Spirit, and I really like campus ministry here because there's like a lot of, not a lot of, but there's some charismatic people, and it's really interesting like getting exposed to that. And so then the speaker said that we create our lives so that we don't need God even though we may want him. And that's totally how I live my life. Like, I love serving people and helping people and trying to lead other people to God, but like I don't rely on God at all. I rely on my own resources, my own talents, and I guess like you could say like God gave me those resources and talents, but I'm still not relying on him. And the problem there is that I'm essentially glorifying myself through doing that, because it's like, oh, I'm doing this on my own, like it wasn't God doing it. And so it's hard to give credit for God when you don't include him in what you're doing. And because I struggle with like wanting to have control of my life, and that's kind of why I've been struggling with like, how can God be in control, because I don't feel like he's in control. But they said that power in our world is usually about elevating yourself, but when Jesus got power from God, he became selfless. And I really love that, because it's true, like Jesus had all this power to do these miracles, but it wasn't about like him. And a lot of times people would want to be healed and he'd be like, no, go away, because he didn't want it to become about glorifying himself. He wanted it to be about showing God's glory and helping other people, which I think is amazing. And then this was crazy, because I was literally praying about this like a couple nights ago, about like feeling the Holy Spirit, and he was like, why do you want to feel the Holy Spirit? So you can put yourself below other people so that you can be crushed, or so that you can feel better about yourself. And for me, it was totally like, I want to feel better about my connection with God, but we should actually be praying to feel God so that we can help other people and so that we can be humbled. And so that was really cool. And then the best part, experts versus witnesses for evangelizing. I am always an expert because I did debate for 4 years, so like having an argument with like premise, conclusion, with like rebuttals to that argument, like that's how my mind thinks. And I took a logic class last semester for philosophy because that's my minor, and that drilled it in my head even more to have like these logical things to prove something. And so the idea that God, like I'm a witness of God, it's kind of freeing, because it's like I don't have to have perfect arguments for God. My job as a Christian is to show other people how God has worked in my life. And I'm going on a missions trip to Russia this summer, and one of the questions they asked us at our training was like, when someone asks you, why do you believe this is true, like what are you going to say? And I was just thinking, okay, I'm going to start off talking about universal morality, then universal search for religion, and it's like, no, I just need to talk about how God has worked in my life. I had this like almost deistic view of God, like post the early church. I thought God didn't intervene, and I don't know why I thought that. It was just like my weird philosophical brain. So it's kind of like rethinking these like false notions that I've had for so many years. So whenever I'm having a conversation with a Christian, I always end up hearing a lot of, it's all in God's plan for you. Don't worry, God is in control. I've just been praying that God will reveal his plan for my life. Just trust in God's plan for your life.